Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our very own vlog of the UK Games Expo 2017, and we have nothing but a world exclusive Pandemic Legacy Season 2, and we're gonna open it right now. Unsealed, sealed box, everything. I'm so excited. I have no idea what's inside, and it could be anything. It could be absolutely anything. This could be the best, most amazing thing in the world. And oh my god, look at it, it's coming. Oh, there's so much excitement and tension, and everyone's really, they all want to see what's happening here. I didn't know. I'm really sorry. I didn't know, I promise. I didn't know. Okay, that should just about set the right tone for this video. What is a UK Games Expo? It's a board game convention, the third largest one in the world, actually, after Essenspiel and Gen Con and no pun included Con, which right now only has a total of 6 people. And 4 of them might include our parents, and it might be held at our apartment, but regardless, it's an up-and-coming convention. Why would you go to Expo? Well, to meet up with friends, old and make new ones, play a lot of cool demos of games that haven't been released, or, you know, the hot new releases on the board game oven, and generally just hang out, have fun, meet board game celebrities. Talking of celebrities, let's put that copy of Pandemic Legacy we have to good use just one more time. Just one more time. We need to use it. Would you like to play this tonight?
This is season 2? Oh man, but it's probably a fake or something, right?
I mean, it could be.
Oh man.
I love UK Games Expo. It's wonderful, but unfortunately for us, it always starts with the press event, in which you are sweaty, uncomfortable, there's a lot of friction, and no one involved quite knows what they're doing. And if you felt like that analogy was a little bit seedy, just you wait and see what happens when we take this gentleman to the side. We're here with a professional cardboard buffoon, Quentin Smith from Shut Up and Sit Down.
Hello, Efka.
Yeah, we have a lot of comments that say that we rip off Shut Up and Sit Down, so we thought we would settle this once and for all. So Elaine's behind the camera, she's gonna feed us a line, and we're gonna do a joke simultaneously.
Just off the top of our heads.
Off the top of our heads. So this is gonna be totally original. We're going to prove that we're 2 unique individual people.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay, so Elaine, you feed us the line.
Cool mini or not?
Oh, semen.
Semen?
Great.
Yeah, semen. Semen?
That's we've been doing that joke for...
no, that's my
because
joke.
The thing is, Efka, Simon sounds like semen, which is produced by... glands.
Glands, yes.
Which is...
Glands, that's the joke, right?
Yeah, which is my joke.
My joke.
You can't...
It's my joke.
You want to go?
Yeah, I want to. But when the press event is done, you are not allowed to roam the halls like a free cardboard elk of the magnificent Birmingham NEC forest. No, you are required to sit in a weird press area that just has chairs in it and brochures.
Hello, I'm eating a sausage in the press area for press. It's a bit stark. I brought this sausage myself because there are no sausages otherwise. It's okay. Hope your day's going well. I'm not sharing my sausage though with you. You can get your own.
But enough about hot sausages, let's talk a little bit about hot games. Hot games require a hot place to discuss them, so I invite you to the Hot Opinion Slab. You can't actually see the slab, but it's the stone slab that we sit on to give our hot opinions. Welcome to the Hot Opinions Slab. We're not filming our hot opinions inside the halls, because inside the halls you can only go at 5 miles per hour, and here outside you can actually go much faster on opinions. You could do like maybe even 7 miles per hour. The first game we played at the convention was This War of Mine, which is pretty much a very depressing version of The Sims if The Sims was set in Eastern Europe during wartime in a dilapidated house, which is what I call a local residence. It's okay, I can make the joke, I'm Eastern European. This War of Mine requires everyone to be grim and serious and make absolutely no jokes at all times.
Staying fit. At the end of the chapter, all characters' hunger must be 0. So wait a sec, we're like in the middle of a war and we're jazzercising? Is that it?
I don't want to say too much about This War of Mine because I feel like we want to save a lot of what we're going to save for the review, which is going to come out soon and sometime soon. Keep checking our channel, it'll be there eventually. But I will say that it was very, very ambitious in everything that it was trying to do, and of course when a board game is trying to be incredibly ambitious, 99% of the time the board game doesn't really get all those parts right, and This War of Mine is no exception. But the ambition of that game is interesting. It
felt like there was a lot to do in This War of Mine, just so that you could go out and get more stuff to do the things that you wanted to be able to do that you couldn't do because you didn't have the stuff. Because even though you'd rummaged through the piles of trash, all you'd found was a tin can and lost dreams. So like, I felt like I wanted to move out and do things. We didn't have enough fighting power. We just went out with our fists and tried to take on a guy with a knife. You know that's not going to end well, but we did rescue a cat. Well, we think we rescued a cat, but because we died, so we don't really know. He may have run off and eaten the cat, we don't know.
In between playing games, we had other duties. Yes, I said duties. This vlog is edited by a child, just get used to it. Namely, we had to record a top 5 with the Dice Tower. It's like a top 10, but only half of it. It was really exciting and cool, but it's this gag that I am most proud of. So, we wanted to actually, we met Tom and Sam last year, but we've only met Z like for the first time this year, so we really wanted to make an impression on, I guess, on him, and we heard how much he's looking forward to his trip in England, so we thought we would bring him some gifts. So, Z, this is a bit of black pudding right here. Yeah, but it was a really small roll. I wanted to bring you a big wad of black pudding, so instead I brought you like some haggis as well. But we didn't want to leave out Tom and Sam either. So Tom, this isn't as good. These are Tunnocks tea cakes. They're chocolatey, creamy, lots of cream, and you know, a little bit of biscuit. There's one for Sam as well. That's it, really.
The old Ruby game, you see, right?
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
No, I'm joking. Here's another one. Yeah, that's us in a nutshell.
This is very nice, guys. Thank you very much. This is edible, yes?
Yeah, well, it's raw, but that's how we eat it, so
got it. Perfect. Wait, you eat it raw?
Yeah. Doesn't everyone? No?
I don't know. I've never had it before.
Don't eat it raw.
Probably don't eat it at all. It's been out of the fridge for a couple of days.
It did feel a little bit warmer than it should.
Yeah.
But yeah, great. No, thanks. This is cool.
If you want to watch the rest of that top 5, you just have to wait until it comes out on the Dice Tower, although it might not because there were some audio issues. I hope it's there. Meanwhile, we played a game called When I Dream. It's a game where you willingly blindfold an unsuspecting individual and make them guess what word it is that you're talking about. Except the trick is, some people want to tell you the right word, some people want to tell you the wrong word, and some people intermittently want to tell you the right and the wrong word. It sounds confusing, but actually is very simple, a lot of fun. But the best part is that when you're finished being blindfolded, you have to tell a tale about all the guesses that you've made, for extra points, of course.
I was having a lovely meal of meatballs and sausages, and I was getting really into it, and then a zombie turned up and tried to eat me. I was injured, but I was healed by a nurse. Oh, a sheep turned up, and I ate it for sustenance. The end.
If you want to get yourself a copy of When I Dream, well, good luck. You can't, because the first printing had like something like 200 copies. Not a lot. but a new printing is going to be out in October, and amongst other things, it will have a very lavish card holder, a 4-poster king bed. Finally, you can sleep together with your cards. Of course, the convention is a great place to meet fans. We met absolutely loads of you, and here's all the footage of the fans that we recorded.
Oh, I'm a massive fan.
Thanks. So what's your favorite thing about No Pun Included?
Oh, I thought you were from the Dice Tower.
We probably should have recorded some more footage with fans. And then we got to play Artemis, a Starship Bridge simulator. Each of you takes on a role of a Starship crew member, and you start from having no idea how to do what you're supposed to do to quickly learning on the job and becoming an expert at shouting numbers or something. It's cool, trust me, and just watch me being the captain. I kind of wanted to be a bit like Jean-Luc Picard, but I ended up being like Jean-Luc not Picard. I'm sorry, I couldn't think of anything funny. Weapons, what is the effect of having shields up or down for you?
I'm not sure, shields are up.
Just bring your shields up.
Well, shields are up, but mine is now gone.
We ran into the mine.
Okay. 260, direction 260.
Would you like me to set the shields down, Captain? There are no mines in sight.
There are no mines in sight.
Okay, it looks like our front shields got hit. I'm working on that. I'm taking.
Yeah, take shields down.
Why are you not being the captain?
I am being the captain.
Pulling power from other systems to repair front shields.
Right, please engage warp towards 260.
Okay, hold on. You have power to warp now.
260, warp engaged.
Captain, suggest finding somewhere to redock and refuel and everything.
Elaine, keep me updated.
10k. 259.
Remember to not.
Oh, what are these? What are these?
There's ships. There's 2
Captain,
ships.
we're at 37%
and starboard.
energy.
3K,
disengage warp.
2K.
Well, there's a base, an enemy base here.
And
Hold on, commence
Big
base.
round.
Shall I dock?
What's the
Do not dock, just approach within 600 meters. Comms, please engage communications.
It's red.
We are within 650.
This is not a friendly base, Captain.
We were giving instructions not to engage. And then I yelled some more at my crew, desperately trying to hide the fact that I had actually no idea what I was doing. But if you ever have a chance to do Artemis with someone who has a proper installation with a joystick for helm and screens that actually show you what's going on in space, I highly recommend you do it. It is probably one of our favorite experiences at UK Games Expo, and we are sure to repeat it. Hold on to your knickers because we're saving the best for last. We have the chance to try one of the year's most anticipated releases, First Martians, where you are a Martian and you're one of the first Martians, except you're not a Martian, you're a human being just sent to Mars, forced to grow potatoes and fix leaking pipes because, you know, a leaking pipe might actually kill you. That was really good. I really enjoyed First Martians. It was a very, very scripted first kind of intro scenario. We just land on Mars and you're trying to build the basic stuff that you're gonna need to survive further on. And it was okay. It was a lot like Robinson Crusoe, but it was very grounded. It was very like scientific and nothing outrageous happens. There's no aliens or anything like that, or at least maybe not yet. I don't know. But yeah, you just there's stuff doesn't work. You make sure stuff works and stuff never works, and then you panic because you need to, I don't know, make it work. And then there's supplies that have been dropped, and you go, aha, let's discover where the supplies are. And it turns out they've been dropped into like super mountains, and super mountains are apparently really hard to get to. It was interesting. Some of the people who've also played the game have commented on, you know, what's the exciting thing that happens in First Martians, because like, you know, what dangers and things are gonna happen to you that make you feel like, oh, this is interesting, apart from, you know, another pipe bursting or another thing malfunctioning. But I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of potential storytelling that you can get from that, and I think the designers are going to be tight-lipped about it until the game actually comes out, because they don't want to spoil things. So if you liked Robinson Crusoe, I would say there's a lot that's familiar.
There's really a lot of colour on the board in First Martians. For a planet that's totally red, there's like a million colours that you come across, and then it all looks a bit confusing. But I liked how everything worked really well. Well, no, nothing worked. That's not true. Nothing worked, and you had to repair absolutely everything. And just as you repair one thing, something else breaks, or you can steal a part from one thing to fix another thing, but then that thing isn't working now. So you don't really feel like you're doing a good job, whatever you're doing, and then but you're still trying to do the mission at the same time. You're not even fulfilling the mission, you're just trying to repair stuff. You're just putting band-aids over things that are breaking, and that was really fun, and I really enjoyed myself. And I don't care. I think repairing stuff is fun, and also trying to do the mission at the same time. I really liked it.
Next is The City of Kings, a game about cities and kings, except there are no kings. There's barely any city, and you are a fantasy adventurer in a very depressing world. There's a theme in this vlog of just really depressing games, but this one was different and strange. Now this is probably one of the strangest concepts for a dungeon crawler I've ever seen, and that doesn't mean it doesn't excite me. Actually, it does. It's very deterministic. You can go out and fight monsters, and these monsters will have like weird random stats, and you know those stats combo together, and the monsters become progressively harder. And every time you fight a monster, like there's so many bits apparently that you can draw that will become that monster's stats, and you know the way they'll combine together. You're basically having a unique experience, and that's really neat. And every time you play the game, you can level your character in completely different ways. That's all cool, but you also have like this worker placement element, and apparently, like according to the designer, you can play the game entirely without moving your main character on the map at all. You just have like these workers, and they'll go and gather resources, and those resources will then be able to build farms or whatever, and those farms will give you, you know, other bits, and it's a very strange mishmash of things. And obviously it's not out yet, and it's not going to be out soon, but when it does, we're looking at something that could potentially be quite peculiar, and peculiar is great in my book. Of course, we saved the best for last, and last is Alien Artifacts, a game where you build ships, make technologies, and conquer planets. But it's all a little bit abstract because in essence it's a very fast, sleek card game that's all about getting more points.
And it was so good. I love games that look really simple, but then you start playing them and you think, this isn't simple at all. There are so many decisions to make in the game, and it's so elegantly designed and so quick to play, and you play your turn and then suddenly it's gone round and it's your turn again, and you're thinking, what am I going to do? It was so good, and I will definitely look out for it.
Like that one warm day a year in England, and ice cream in your freezer, all good things must come to an end, and so does UK Games Expo. It was really cool. I can't wait for next year, and I really want to go back now. Can we go back now? Well, we can't, but we have our memories, and we also have this footage of kids enjoying games. Isn't that just the best?
Oh, shiny cider!
Nice!
Oh!